the story of Jesus, write on my heart every word.
John 11:35, Jesus wept. Today I want to dive into this short and powerful verse that Jesus wept, because at first glance, it could seem like a moment of weakness. Jesus, the Son of God, crying at the tomb of his friend Lazarus. But as we unpack this, we should see that it reveals profound toughness. Not the stoic, unfeeling kind that we might imagine, but the resilient strength that's rooted in love, empathy, that we should all be putting into action every day. Picture the scene in John 11. Lazarus has died, and his sisters Mary and Martha are heartbroken. The crowd is mourning. Jesus arrives, knowing full well that he will raise Lazarus from the dead. Yet he weeps. Why? Not out of despair or defeat. Jesus isn't powerless here. We know this. He's conquered death for us. And he's done it time and time again. We cannot do this. His tears show his deep compassion for human suffering. He loves us all. He feels the pain of loss. He was a human. We talk about that. He was the best of us, but he still feels those emotions. They show the deep compassion, the pain for loss, the sting of death, sin brought into the world. In Greek, wept implies a burst of emotion, tears flowing freely. Jesus doesn't hide his feelings, he embraces them. This is toughness redefined to what we in the world believe. We often equate strength with hardness. Tough guys don't cry. I've told my son, he's 6 and he played football and he got hit. And actually I was very upset with it was in practice. It was from behind and I knew it hurt and I knew he was crying and everybody's looking at him. And I told him, I was like, you can't let these kids see you cry. Maybe that was wrong on my part. Jesus shows us that true toughness involves vulnerability. He weeps with those who weep. That says that in Romans 12:15. Entering our pain fully, but he doesn't stop there. His tears lead to triumphs. Moments later, after this, he commands Lazarus, come out, and death obeys. Death obeys. Jesus' emotional strength fuels his miraculous power. He confronts grief head on, and then he overcomes it. Think about our own lives. Maybe we're facing loss. Maybe somebody that you thought you could count on you can't count on. They betrayed you. Overwhelming stress in today's world, everything should cause stress. We are stress-induced beings to the max these days. It's tempting to just bottle up, pretending to be tough. But Jesus models something better here. Acknowledge the hurt. Let the tears come if needed. And then lean into God's power. Right? That's victory. Jesus' death is our victory. He conquered death for us. His tears weren't a sign of fragility. They were part of his mission to defeat death forever through his own resurrection. Jesus' toughness wasn't in suppressing emotion, but surrendering it to the Father. He wept in the Garden of Gethsemane too, yet prayed, not my will, your will be done. That led to the cross, the ultimate act of strength, bearing our sins. He didn't have to. So today, if we're hurting, don't hide it. Bring it to Jesus. I'm not saying we need to go out in the streets and cry for everybody to see. Let his example give you courage to feel deeply that we go to him in prayer. True toughness comes from a heart aligned with Jesus.
We'd like to invite you to worship with us here at the Somerset Church of Christ at 314 North Market Street. I'm sure you'll find a warm welcome here. So please come visit with us during our worship at Sunday morning Bible study at 9:45, worship at 10:30, and then again on the evening at 6 o'clock. We also have a Bible study on Wednesday night at 7. So please come and join us here at 314 North Market Street.